Welcome children to the next lecture of maths where we are studying lesson number 9, and lesson number 9 is direct and inverse proportion, in which direct proportion and inverse proportion we have studied. Now the next topic in the same lesson is partnership. What is the topic? Partnership. Now whenever we hear this word partnership, quickly business strikes to our mind, yes or no? So to do any kind of business we need 2 or 3 persons, and those persons in between they are said to be partners of the business. Okay, then the basic need for business is money, right? So any business to be started, we need money, we need raw materials. Raw materials means to start any business we need the basic things. For example, if you are opening a hotel, anyone is opening a hotel, then for hotel what all things are needed, you also know. You need table, chair, kitchen, then all the requirements in the kitchen, food, everything, right? Fan, light, so many things are needed. So these requirements need money, yes or no? So 2 or 3 persons they come together to start a business, and each of them gives some amount of money to begin the business. Now if the amount of suppose Suresh and Ramesh is opening a hotel. Suresh has invested 50,000 and Ramesh has invested 75,000, right? So there is a difference of investment, yes or no? Now after 1 month if there was profit in that hotel, so profit should be also distributed among both of them. Now if profit is there, will it be distributed equally to both of them? No, because Suresh has deposited only 50,000 whereas Ramesh deposited 75,000. So 50,000 is less, so profit of Suresh will be less than that of Ramesh. So as per the investment, the profit or the loss incurred is also to be considered. Understood? Now the money that is been utilized in the beginning or invested is said to be capital. It's said to be capital in business. So in this practice set 39, we are going to deal with sums related to business and how the profit share or the loss incurred is to be distributed among the partners. Okay, so this is called partnership. All of you will see in your book of maths, partnership. In the textbook some important sentences are there. To start a business money is required. This money is required for raw material, office rent, electricity, transport, etc. This amount is called as capital. Okay. Now practice set 39. All of you will open. First question, first question I will read for you people. Suresh and Ramesh together invested rupees 1,44,000 in the ratio 4:5. Means they have given you the ratio of investment, and total amount they have given 1,44,000 of Suresh and Ramesh, in which Suresh has invested only 4 parts of the total investment, whereas Ramesh has invested 5 parts of the total investment. That is the ratio given. And bought a plot of land. After some years they sold it at a profit of 20%. So after some years they sold the same plot and they incurred 20% of profit. What is the profit each of them got? Now how much profit in amount did Suresh get and Ramesh get? That you have to calculate. Now since the ratio is 4:5, now name is written Suresh and Ramesh. Suresh and Ramesh is given 4:5, means First name is Suresh and first number is 4. So 4 parts of Suresh and Ramesh 5 parts. So let us calculate. Here total amount of investment is given. So we will write. I will write it as total capital. Okay. Or you can write total investment also. Total investment is equal to rupees 1,44,000. Okay, this much is the total investment. Now, after selling the plot, they made a profit of 20%, right? So we will write percent profit is equal to 20%. So from this, we can find out the total profit in amount. Okay, that we will calculate first. So therefore, total profit is equal to 20% of 1,44,000. 1,44,000, which gives in calculation 20 multiplied by 1,44,000. This both you have to multiply, divided by 100. Wherever percentage is there, that number you have to divide by 100. So 2 zeros of this and this gets cancelled. So here 1 and 2 zeros are there. So first only I will write the 2 zeros. Now only 144 I will multiply by 2. That gives me answer 288. That means 28,800 is the profit of this total investment. Now this total profit is to be distributed among Suresh and Ramesh. So proportion of investment first we will write. Proportion, or you can write ratio of investment. Proportion of investment of Suresh and Ramesh is equal to 4:5. This is given in the question. Okay. So next we will take their profit as X. Let profit of Suresh be rupees 4x, because 4 is the participation of investment of Suresh. So it is 4x. And profit of Ramesh be rupees 5x. This much understood, children? You have written this much. I will rub the first part now. Take down so that I can rub it. Total we have found out the profit. Okay. Now we can find out total profit in this manner. Now 4x and 5x is the total profit of Suresh and Ramesh. So therefore 4x plus 5x becomes the total profit is equal to, which we got at as 28,800, right? So therefore 4x plus 5x is 9x equals 28800. Therefore x is equal to 28800 divided by 9, which gives you answer 9 3s are 27, 18 9 2s are 1800 rupees. So x comes to be 3200, that is 3200. So now we will find out the profit of each one. Therefore, Suresh profit is equal to 4x, which is equal to 4 into x is how much? 3200, which gives me answer rupees. 2 zeros first I'll put. 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 12,800. And therefore Ramesh profit is equal to 5x, which is equal to 5 multiplied by 3200, which gives me answer rupees. 2 zeros I'll write first. 5 2s are 10, 0 carried 1, 5 3s are 15 and 1 16. That is 16,000 is the profit of Ramesh. Because Ramesh investment is more, his profit is also more. And Suresh investment is less, so his profit is also less. So this is the first sum. Very simple, children. Take down. Okay. Took. Now we shall move on to the second sum. See the question. Virat and Samrat together invested 50,000 and 1,20,000 to start a business. Means first name is Virat and first amount is 50,000. So Virat investment 50,000 and Samrat invested 1,20,000 for a business. They suffered a loss of 20%. How much did each of them incur? So we have to find loss here. Okay. So we will move on to second sum now. Sum number 2. Now children, here total investment is not given. So total investment we can add 50,000 and 1,20,000. So first we'll find total investment. Total investment is equal to rupees 50,000 plus rupees 1,20,000, which gives me answer rupees 1,70,000. So this is the total. Now percent loss is given 20%, right? So therefore total loss we can find out by finding 20% of 1,70,000. Okay. So we have to just multiply, or 20 upon 100 multiplied by 1,70,000. Okay. 0 zeros gets cancelled here too. This gives me answer. Now 1, 2 and 3 zeros are there for multiplication. I will write 3 zeros first, and 17 twos are 34. That is 34,000 is the total loss in amount. 34,000 is the total loss as amount. Now proportion of investment we have to find out. That is also not given. Proportion of investment is 50,000 is to 1,20,000. Now 3 zeros from here and here can vanish. Yes or no? Or total 4 zeros can be vanished. So this gives me as 5:12, correct? 5:12. How did we get 5:12? Dividing both sides by 10,000, right? Divide by 10,000 on both the side, we get 5:12. Means 5 parts of Virat and 12 parts of Samrat. Okay? This much understood? Now we'll move on further. Now let loss incurred by Virat be, Virat is how much? 5 part, 5x, and Samrat be 12x. Okay, 5x and 12x. So therefore 5x plus 12x is equal to, how much loss we got here, children? 34,000. Yes or no? You got it as 34,000. Actually here rupees is to be written. So therefore 17x is equal to 34,000. Therefore x is equal to 34,000 upon 17. 34,000 upon 17, which gives 17 twos are 34, 2,000. So x is 2,000. Now we have to find the loss proportion of both. Therefore Virat's loss is equal to 5x is equal to 5 into 2,000, which equals rupees 5 to the 10 and 3 zeros, 10,000. Whereas Samrat's loss is equal to 12x is equal to 12 into rupees 2,000. Here also rupees must be written, which equals rupees 12 twos are 24,000. Since investment of Samrat was more than that of Virat, loss also was incurred more to Virat, and Samrat's loss is more, whereas Virat's loss is less, because their investment was in that manner. So this way we got the second answer. So I hope all of you have understood. The remaining sums we will see in our next maths lecture. Have fun, study also, stay safe at home. Thank you.